You want to talk all this old school bullshit about the rules? Well, here's a rule you might remember. I'm the motherfucking fucking one who calls the shots.
Welcome to WrestleMania Weekly. Welcome to WrestleMania. Tampa, Florida hosts WrestleMania, which means that this series has been going on for a year, an in-game year. And the opener is Big E taking on the new Intercontinental Champion, Drew McIntyre. Drew having won the title off of Razor Ramon whilst on the European tour. It was in Liverpool, if I remember correctly. And this is his first defense on the grandest stage of them all. So it was a cautious start. Drew trying to avoid Big E at first there, but just getting clanged into. Has a quick comeback early on in the match, but Big E takes back over. The powerhouse Big E with a huge splash, a near fall right at the beginning of the match, and then Big E just goes into powerhouse mode, lifting a 270 pound man and Drew McIntyre right over his head, off the canvas, and maybe going too quickly for the big ending, but he lands it. Referee down, no, it was too early. Big E can't believe it. He goes in stronger. Belly to belly. Beautiful technique. Going for maybe a Death Valley driver or something to that of that nature. Drew trying to come back with the DDT, but that's missed. Spinebuster doesn't miss. And now it's time for Drew to try and claw back some of this momentum. Look at Big E, just full of energy, full of power. These guys both, of course, in the Survivor Series, Big E having to forfeit early due to injury, but Drew McIntyre going all the way to the finals. Big E, though, before that, in the first opening round of the Survivor Series, we look at an inverted suplex, my goodness, actually defeated Drew McIntyre, so hence the reason for this Intercontinental shot he gets here. But Drew lining him up, and if he catches him right, he could end the match. Boom! Right on the chin. I think Big E looks knocked out, and it's academic. The pinfall. Drew McIntyre retains the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. What a huge moment for him. It's been just over a year now that he's come back, or sorry, not come back, come over from NXT in the UK, having been the UK champion, and now he's officially a defending Intercontinental Champion. The next match was an 8-man tag. You saw the Street Profits there, a fan favourite team. They're teaming up with the Usos, the former United States Tag Team Champions, and there's the current United States Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy. Their partners, Alpha Academy, one of which in the ring now there, Chad Gable, showing his wrestling acumen against the biggest man on the other team. So there was a tag, Montez Ford coming in for Angelo Dawkins, and Chad giving him some wrestling lessons. You might not have noticed just there was a sneaky tag by an Uso, and that's why he catches Otis unaware, but Otis just knocks everyone out of the ring. He doesn't care who's the legal man. Here's Dawkins again. He's trying to pick Otis up. Fails at the first attempt. Nails it at the second attempt, though. And then hits another scoop slam here before a very unique tag team maneuver. Otis coming back. Oh, crushing Montez Ford. Tagging in Rollins. He hits a pedigree on the his partner, on Dawkins. He's seen a lot of this match. He gets a curb stomp. That could be it. It's a real hectic match, you know, when you got all these people in the ring. If I may have a meta moment, this bloody match took like 2 hours. But there you have Murphy, a very talented young Australian wrestler, putting it to Dawkins, though he fights back on this one, and hits a vertical suplex of his own. So, look, they They were isolated for a while, the Street Profits, but that's not to say they didn't make a good account of themselves. Now it's an Uso in, and he rolls away from a attempted elbow drop, and then Rollins dodges the kick, roll up. Referee a bit slow to get down there, but it's broken up anyway. And he and Murphy really kind of taken over this match. Murphy with the power moves. There's another pedigree, this time on Montez Ford. Is this the finish? I don't know what's going on here. The referee looks like he's been held up. Some cheating tactics from the other team perhaps, but oh, no avoiding that. Triple backflip, somersault, spinny, twisty, and a win for Team Seth Rollins. I'm not sure if that's their official name, but Seth Rollins with a spectacular way to end the match and wins it for his team. I wonder who the number one contenders for their titles are coming out of that one, but an entertaining match nonetheless. Now, speaking of titles, Randy Orton here walking to the ring. This is a number one contenders bout for the World Heavyweight Championship. Braun Strowman in his full Mad Max attire, looking pretty cool. I guess maybe from Orton's point of view, looking like a very scary prospect. And that's certainly how the match started. Braun just really having his way with Orton. There was this one moment where Orton thought he had a glimmer of hope, but no, just gets thrown over Braun's huge shoulders. And the assault continues from one end of the ring to the other. Knees in the corner, knees in the other corner. But then here when Braun goes in, Orton fights back, just with that kick to the midsection. Maintains control, staying at that midsection, trying to take the breath out of Braun. It's a meticulous assault from Orton, as we've come to know him being so good at. Here with the stomps, goes for the cover, and Braun kicks out straight away. That's got to be disheartening, as is that when he's had his RKO attempt thrown away, and then Braun just beats him into the corner so that he can land more knees to the midsection, and then just toss him around the ring like he weighs nothing. So Orton, now he's gone up for the power slam, but no, Orton slipping out the back, hitting a Russian leg sweep, coming over the top with the Luthez press, landing big punches to his grounded opponent, getting him in the corner, landing punches there, choking him, doing whatever it takes, Orton. And then here, fighting out of a DDT attempt, it looked like, and out of nowhere, there it is, RKO, snapping Braun's chin off the canvas and getting enough of it to keep the big man down. What a huge win for Randy Orton. Last year at WrestleMania, he lost his match, but this year, it's actually an underdog win, and it's certainly a come-from-behind win for Orton. Very impressive. Alright, we've got the current light heavyweight champion, Cesaro, who defeated AJ Styles for that honour. He's teaming up with Jinder Mahal, someone we haven't seen yet in this series, from India. Shinsuke Nakamura from Japan, and RVD of the United States, so a very international tag team bout here. Cesaro is of the opinion that no one's earned the number one contender spot, given AJ Styles has decided against taking his rematch for the title. So no defense at WrestleMania for the light heavyweight champion, and he's having some trouble here with Nakamura, who would certainly be among the contenders for that championship. A very worldly championship, the light heavyweight championship. I mean, it appears to be the division, I should say. Here's RVD having a real dig at the champion, getting him over with that gut wrench suplex, but Cesaro comes back with some illegal blows, and then the European uppercut. He's got a unique, well, speaking of unique, how about this? Mind control from Cesaro. Telekinesis eventually then using his body to swing RVD around, but unique offense to say the least. Jinder Mahal, he's got a certain style as well. That was a great neck breaker. And then here on RVD going for the camel clutch, but RVD powers out of it with a little help there from Nakamura, who goes on to tag in against Cesaro, kicking his head off, kicking Jinder's head off. Gonna knee his head off here. Yup. But leaves the victory for RVD to hit that 5-star frog splash. Unfortunately though, Cesaro is able to break up the pin. And that leads to Jinder Mahal getting the jump on RVD. Huge Uranage and a win for Jinder and Cesaro, which is not how the match was going. But there you have it. There's some of the contenders for the World Light Heavyweight Championship. And this is the main event for the World Cruiserweight Championship. Eddie Guerrero almost looking naked without that championship around his waist. He's held it on for so long. But Rey Mysterio, in a huge surprise upset, defeated him and goes into WrestleMania as the champion. Gets the whole pyro show for his entrance. Good for him. Pretty cool phantom looking outfit as well. So Rey Mysterio going into this one still an underdog as the champion, but the underdog against Eddie Guerrero. I think many people just felt like Eddie just wasn't ready for Rey Mysterio and his unique lucha offense, or maybe underestimated him. But you see here at the start of the match, Rey goes straight back to what was working for him in that original title match, and all this lucha stuff is really putting Eddie off his game. I think he's not quite had anyone with the speed and technique of Rey Mysterio, and this is the move that won him the match last time. This time though, Eddie kicking out. Rey tries it again. He gets it again. Is this the finish? He's holding on for dear life. You can see him shaking, but Eddie kicking out again and then coming back with a power bomb. Fighting at the knees. That's a good tactic from Eddie Guerrero, trying to take some of the pace out of Rey Mysterio's game. And then up high, over the top, huge power bomb, and that could be it. Rey Mysterio, no, he kicks out. Now you see here, Rey Mysterio just turned over at the last moment, avoiding the impact of that frog splash to the chest, and for that reason it was just enough perhaps that he was able to kick out. And Eddie's very frustrated, you can see here, and that led to him nearly getting tied up into a quick pinfall, but Rey still had his speed about him. Oh, wonderful technique. It's just incredible to watch. He misses that frog splash attempt though. And Eddie with the brainbuster throws him out of the ring. His frustration showing. Taunting the fans that are mostly on the side of Rey Mysterio. Throwing him into the furniture around the ring. Jumping over the top rope to the outside. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is absolutely awful from Eddie Guerrero. How could he do this? But Rey fighting on. Only to... Oh, he has got a little window here. And he's going to go to the top rope. Is this going to be enough? He does hit his splash. And perhaps this will be the finish to the match. A little comeback from Rey out of nowhere. That's not enough. He takes Eddie to the top rope. This is going to be all or nothing for Rey Mysterio. Oh my gosh. They're both down for a fair while. Rey Mysterio finally gets over, makes the cover. And Eddie's done. Rey Mysterio wins the rematch. He is still the World Cruiserweight Champion. What a victory. What a match. And that's just part 1 of WrestleMania. Part 2 will see us through to the main event, so thank you for watching this one, and until then, have a good one.